All right. Good morning, everybody. Well, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, I'm doing
You got a beautiful
outstanding.
young lady sitting by you.
Absolutely. And a great reader.
Yeah.
All right, last
Is
week.
that where she's looking? Where?
All right. Last week we talked about assets. Give me, we're not on the page yet. Give me an asset.
Living situation.
Living situation. No, that's a domain. Give me an asset. Money.
Money, yeah, money.
Education. Yeah, skills.
Gold.
Why are assets important?
Because they keep us. They keep us alive. They keep us going.
Yeah. Assets keep you going. We all need assets. We all need a certain amount of money so we can pay our bills. If I'm not mistaken, everybody had income coming in, so that's a great thing. You're able to pay your bills, you're able to live, you're able to do social things. Remember we talked about those that are in extreme poverty, aids in their depression or in their mental illness. So, having enough money to come in so you can have a living situation, have assets, those are things that we need to accomplish. That's why we're here. We're here to help you get back into the working world, help you get your benefits, help you get some type of income coming in so that you can recover. So your recovery isn't impeded by your lack of assets. Okay, today we're going to talk about vocation domain. Okay, let me give you a quick view. It's on, we starting on page 151, so everybody go to page 151. Okay, in the past, many of us were told to avoid working because it was considered too stressful. Research really doesn't support that idea that those of us with psychiatric disabilities cannot or should not work. In fact, many of us find working to be a powerful force in our healing and recovery. And research support the idea that work is often beneficial. In other countries, a much higher proportion of people with psychiatric disability, Ridgway and Rapp, 1999. Okay, how many of you do work?
You see 159? I mean 51?
151.
All right.
How many of us do work?
Just part-time.
Okay, I work part-time. Okay, what benefits do you think working has?
Well, you mentioned about psychiatric disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Since I have a psychiatric disability, that means the federal government considers I'm mentally disabled to the extent that I can't do a full-time job that requires.
Absolutely.
So that's why I receive money from them on the third.
Okay, but question I'm really asking.
It keeps us going.
It keeps you
It's
going.
motivated.
Keep you motivated. Keep you social. It keeps you physically moving. What are some of the things that, without a job, what do you think happens to you when you're not working?
You get less motivated. You
Less
give up.
motivated. Yeah.
Become bored.
Yeah. Melvin?
You adapt to a pattern of
Laziness.
usual.
Okay.
You know what usual is?
Explain.
Usual is just like when you get up in the morning time, you're going to cook toast, eggs. Then all of a sudden, if the weather's good, you're going to go out and walk. But you got a job, everything is speeded up, everything is more active.
Okay.
Like that. You know how it becomes? Because the imagination is more open and more freely to travel.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Ask students how different jobs can be beneficial as listed on page 151. We kind of answered that. Ask students if they are interested in working. Are you interested in working?
I'm interested in working, but I've been in Summit for quite a few years, and I think you know, I got a degree.
Mhm.
Before I get a job that I want,
Right.
I think I should volunteer at a job.
Okay, we're gonna get to volunteering, so that's a good point. We're gonna get to volunteering, but that's a great point. That's a
I
good point.
don't know what I really don't know what I should do. Should I start out and get a job at Walmart or not saying I'm too good for it,
Right?
but, you know, I got a degree, I wanna use it.
Uh-huh. And why not start off small and then work your way into a job that you're gonna like. One of the things most about me coming to work is the fact that I love my job. I enjoy coming here every day. I enjoy being on camera, of course,
Because you're so pretty, right?
because I'm so good looking. But I enjoy the social part of my job, is connecting with you guys. Having you guys learn information about how to recover works best for me. That's what I love so much about this job. So I can only work part-time. I cannot work full-time as well. So I have to make the most of the time that I have when I do work. Again, I enjoy working. I can't see myself doing any other job than the job that I'm doing right now. If in fact my mental illness improved to where I could go back to work, what direction will I take? Do I go back to the same old 9 to 5 that I had that stressed me out and helped me in this position, in this condition? Or do I take something that I really enjoy doing? I would take something I really enjoy doing, even if the money isn't great. I'm not getting rich here, that's for sure,
But you love
but
your job.
I love my job. This is worth every penny that I
That's
make.
what my degree was in at Mount St. Joe's,
Mhm.
teaching, education.
Yes.
And they said I had to go to school for another year
Mm-hmm.
if I wanted an education degree, or I could drop it and just graduate.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked to graduate, and I should have went another year, but it was getting too tough. and-
No. What about now? What about?
You know, this lady, Mickey Cole, she took me to, not the recovery center, but to the, where did I tell you last time I needed somebody to come with me?
Oh, to an interview. Was it an interview?
Yeah, it
or-
was an interview, but
Right.
it was,
No, we'll come back
Natural
to it.
History Museum.
Okay, Natural History Museum,
They
absolutely.
have people that can teach like physics and
Right.
science is my concentration,
Right,
and history, so it suits me.
right.
But I don't know, I want to do something like that.
Okay, that's cool. That's real cool. Bob.
Sorry I interrupted before. College students get jobs to pay for their college tuition,
Mhm.
to go to college. And when they get their college degree and graduate from college, they can get other jobs that degree is in.
All right.
So,
Now, what are some of the negative things about, let's say, going to school? Debt.
Dad,
Debt is a constant reminder of what school can do, and as far as you get in a position, can you afford your student loan?
It's not just debt, debt's hard, debt's a lot, but doing it's even tougher.
That's even
You know,
tougher.
I had
Yeah.
it easy because the military paid for my,
Absolutely,
degree, the whole
absolutely.
thing.
Okay,
It just, I think the toughness of school, you know, they say everybody can go to school nowadays, yeah,
Mhm.
everybody can go to school.
everybody can,
But they can't, not everybody can make it through.
and not everybody can pay for it.
Right.
So, so that's a disadvantage of going back to school so you can get a degree or get a trade. That's an asset, and put it to work for you. You have some disadvantages. It's not easy studying and focusing on that. It's not easy with the mental illness, but it can be done. There are advantages of going back to school. What are some of those advantages?
Learn a trade.
Yeah, learn a trade. What are some advantages of going back to school?
I was thinking more of a disadvantage.
Okay, let's hear a disadvantage.
A college student, some of the college students, since they have to pay tuition to go to school, there's someone else in their family, a friend of theirs paying for a college tuition. If they have too much recreation or fun by going to parties and stuff like that, they're not doing the written projects they're supposed to do, and they're not studying for quizzes and tests.
Right?
And they don't graduate from college because they're having too much partying and having fun.
We all partied in college, Bob, even you. You didn't party?
Well, I'm not in college, but that's what some.
When you were in college, did you party?
No, I never had any college education.
Oh, okay. Well, you,
That's a disadvantage or a negative thing about going to college, that's all that fun these college students are having around applying themselves and stuff.
okay,
You know, the
absolutely.
positive thing is Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, they made it able for everybody to get loans.
Absolutely.
Everybody to go to school.
Everybody.
If you wanna go to school,
Mhm.
you can go to school.
I agree.
You'll get
I
loans, you'll get them
agree. Okay, the benefits of working. Many of us find working actually benefits our mental health. Here is perhaps a list of benefits to working that Kevin Walsh, a California consumer, describes in a toolkit put out by the National Association of the State Mental Health Directors, 1999. Working is healing. Working forces us, working focus on our abilities, not our limitations. Working improves our self-concept by overcoming the feeling we're unworthy and useless. Working moves us into challenging relationships with others that helps us grow. Working moves us towards self-actualization, becoming the best person that we can be. Okay, here are some bullets that we just read. Which one of these bullets best fit you? Let's start at the beginning. Do we think working is healing?
Yes.
How healing is working for you? What does working do for you?
Keeps me occupied, it keeps me less bored.
Okay.
Keeps me going.
Working focus on our abilities, not our limitations. How true is that? That's very true. Because when you work in a positive mindset. You don't worry about what you can't do. You only focus on what you can do. When you're working, it is healing. It, like I say, it helps you become more social. It helps you physically. It helps you in a whole host of ways. You use your mind. Besides just using your strength, you use your mind. You have to think about what you're doing. So, working is healing. Okay, working improves our self-concept by overcoming the feeling of unworthiness and usefulness. How many of us feel unworthy at times when we're in our depression? I do. I do feel worthless and unworthy. But when I put in a full day's work here or part-time work, because I only work part-time, when I put in a day here, I feel like I accomplished something. Even if it's very little, I feel as though providing this information to you guys makes me useful. I feel worthy of sitting here passing out information for you guys to learn and work on your recovery. That makes me feel pretty good about myself. So I do feel worthy when I do come to class. So working does make me feel worthy. Do you work, Jason?
Like side jobs or whatever.
Okay, all right. Is it healing for you? What does working do for you?
Yeah, it's healing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps me feel, I guess, more motivated.
Okay, well, that's one of the things that we talked about. It motivates you. Okay, Working moves us into challenging relationships with others that help us grow. How many of us grow coming to work? I would definitely have to say me. I grow every time I give a class. Not only do I grow, I get better at it. I try to get better at giving classes, working on subject matter, presentation of our subjects. So, having that relationship with you guys helped me become a better person. It helps me get better. It helps me strive to want to be better. So, not only am I getting better, I strive to become even better than what I am. Every day, I feel as though I grow. I set these goals for a reason, so we can grow. And as we grow, we become different people. That's what I want for everybody, is not change who you are, but become something different. Someone who can manage their mental illness. Someone who knows their triggers, who know what their diagnosis is. Become a better person at knowing what your mental illness is. So, if that's hard work, that's a job within itself. So, I challenge you guys to find out these things that we just spoke of. Okay, working moves us towards self-actualization, becoming the best person we can be. Well, we just touched on that. Okay? Becoming the best person we can be is what we strive for. All right, so, Bob, you had a question.
If a person didn't have a job, they'd have bad habits of smoking and drinking all the time.
Not all the time, Bob. I can see where you get that from, but
Because
not all the
they
time.
develop bad habits.
Well, I can agree with that.
If they're not doing a job that they are qualified for.
Right, okay.
They become bored, they become lazy, they do bad habits that they shouldn't be doing.
Okay. What about being on a job we don't like? What does that do for you?
Switch to another job.
Okay, but in actualization, what does having a job, I'm asking you, Bob, what does having a job that you don't like do for you?
Just do it anyway.
What about the stressors?
Could be stressful depending upon what type of job it is.
Okay, all right, what about you,
Some
Melvin?
jobs are more stressful than
Well,
others.
it depends on how you're looking at the income.
Right,
If the income is important, you're gonna build up what you call endurance.
tolerance for it.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Jason? What about a job you don't like? What does that do for you? What does that do to you?
I guess you have to ignore what's going on, or if there's people bothering you, or you act like they're bothering you or something.
Mhm.
I guess there's certain way you could get around it.
Okay, absolutely. Being on a job, when I worked, and I'm not going to say the company name, but I worked for a company for about 8 years. I absolutely hated that job, but it paid so well that I stayed with this job for 8 years. Eventually, I knew I wanted to do more. So I left that position, went back to school, and started a new career, a career that I absolutely loved, until my mental illness took effect, and even that job became so much that I couldn't do it on a full-time basis. At that point, I couldn't even do it on a part-time basis. So, having a mental illness kind of reflects on what type of job you do when you're on the job. If you like that job, it's a lot easier and you can accomplish more. But if it's a job that you don't like, you become bored, you become unsatisfied. You start to question whether or not you're worthy. You question about what type of performance that you're given. A lot of times when I was on that job, I didn't think that I was doing a great job, because I wasn't. I wasn't into this job. All I was there was for the paycheck. And it was a great paycheck, let me add. It was actually a great paycheck. But it didn't fulfill me. It didn't send me home every day with the goal of coming back the very next day. Well, this job does. I look forward to coming to work every day. I look forward to the job that I'm going to do. I'm going to try and be better and better at what I do every time I do it. So that's the focus I have on a job that you actually really like, one that is healing. We deal with healing every day in recovery. So this job helps me heal. So I think of all these bullets, working as healing would probably be my affirmation for the day, is because when I work, I do heal. Okay, which affirmation, which bullet of these that we just read best reflects you? Okay, Justin.
Which affirmation?
Which one of these bullets? Okay, for me, working is healing. That's what I take most from these bullets. That's what makes me who I am, is because I do heal when I come to work.
Makes me do better, makes me go on to more interesting jobs. And
Okay.
stuff like that.
All right, what about you, Bob?
Working focuses on our abilities and not our limitations.
Absolutely. That's
Because I have a part-time job I'm capable of doing.
right.
And one good thing is the number of years I've had that part-time job.
Absolutely.
And from the time I first started down there, which is not what I'm doing now,
Right.
I'm doing my job with more experience.
Okay,
now
that's-
than what
that's
it was
great.
when I first started down there.
That's great. That's great. You grew with this job.
I gained more experience as far
Uh-huh.
as doing it better while I'm down there.
Okay. Working moves us into challenging relationships with others that helps us grow. You were probably put in a situation with people and they helped you grow in this position.
I was trained when I first started.
Absolutely. And now you've moved up and you're doing a different job, correct?
I'm still doing the same job when I first started down
I thought you said you were doing something different.
there. No, I'm doing that same job with more experience.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I understand now.
I've just been a part-time dishwasher the whole time.
Okay.
But I'm doing that job, which has been a job the whole time, with more experience.
No job is too small. Remember that. No job is too small. Melvin.
I'm gonna go with that one right here, where it said working focuses on our abilities, not our limitations.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to disagree with it, say our limitations, because that's how you measure your ability to do things with limitations, because you ain't gonna overwork yourself, all right?
Right.
So you're gonna work at your own pace.
Right. Right.
Because when I worked in Millicry from 86 to 90,
151, Justin.
the engineers, you know, if you ever been in the Millicry, you gotta, go all the way around.
Mhm.
Millions be in the offices.
Okay.
Looking at people that's down there doing the work.
Right.
Like, he kind of noticed something, he said like, I noticed that, y'all, it takes y'all like 2 hours to go all the way around here and then have everything all cleaned up. He said, but now, y'all can do it less time, because I showed them how to facilitate the
Right.
whole thing.
Absolutely.
But that's what I'm saying, it's, it ain't really got no limitation to you.
Right.
You just make it what you wanna make it. Like, if it's too hard, you gotta figure out a way to make it more easy.
I
for
agree.
you.
I agree
So
with
that's-
that.
That's what I would say, working focuses on our abilities, not our limitations.
I agree. I think that's a powerful statement. I think that if we do focus on our strengths and not our weaknesses, we become a better person.
Yeah.
And that's how it is in the work world as well. All right, Jason. Which one of these you think best suits you? Working moves us towards self-actualization, becoming the best person we can be. Which one of these speak to Jason?
Well, where it says working moves us into challenging relationships with others that help us grow.
Okay. When you're in a working relationship, what does that do for you? Does it give you confidence? Does it help you do a better job, of course, because you're trained better? But what does it do for you and your mental illness when you're working on something that you enjoy working on? What does that do for you?
Builds morality.
Builds morality. Okay. What about you, Bob?
What good is about my part-time job that makes myself more self-worthy
Right?
is the achievement awards.
Okay. How many have you received?
Well, when I finished 10 years down there, I received a plaque that had my name on it.
Okay.
It had my part-time job down for 10 years.
Okay.
And I was given a book that had names of people who've been at their jobs for that long. It said 10-year service. The one
Okay.
that had part-time job, my name in that book. All the job shirts I have now, which are 3 of them since I'm on the weekend, are all honorable job shirts that indicates how many years I had my part-time job down there.
Very good. Very good.
Like
So,
achievement awards.
and with these achievement awards, you get people actually notice and award you for doing a great job.
I receive more compliments now than when I did when I first started.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you get satisfaction on being acknowledged for a great job that you do. All right. Melvin, what about you?
What was the question again?
What do you get from a job and relationships from someone who's training you? What do you get out of it?
I'm trying to get the knowledge, experience, who's trying to show me what to do.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So when I say thank you, I can say thank you and it'll go on for
All right.
on and on. Because I worked at Kinder's too.
Uh-huh.
That at Kinder's, where they made all the toys.
Where the toys at, right.
And the guy told me like, now you got to remember these numbers right here. He said, it might not seem like that, but the way those boxes be stacked up, it'll show you if you ain't paying attention.
Right.
Because you got to go 2, 3, 3, 2.
Okay.
You stack them all the way up, and then if the cart come to get them, see, they'll fall off because it won't be low. You know,
Right.
you can't put on. But I paid attention to all those things.
Okay.
They always told me, say, see that right there? Don't stand too close to that.
Right.
Guess what it was?
What?
When they drop the toys they don't need, they drop them down there and they crush them, smash them.
Okay.
And look, it just smash your human up, and they wouldn't even know a human in there. Only way they know is your blood be dripping through that.
Okay. All right, we got you on that. All right. We're going to end that one on that. Okay.
I learned that from them.
Jason, what do you get?
I get more, very highly motivated,
Mm-hmm.
and then, I guess it makes me feel better about myself
Yeah.
when they tell them
Absolutely.
that I'm a hard worker and
Mm-hmm.
that I do good at the job.
Okay. That's good. Working is important. We probably can't just jump into corporate America with our disabilities and expect to do a great job. We do have limitations with our disabilities, but we don't focus on our limitations. We focus on what we do best. And with what we do best, we try to find something to accommodate what we do best. Okay? What do you do best? What would your ideal job be? If you could look at what your strengths are, what would your ideal job be?
Teaching.
Teaching. What about you, Bob?
Tutoring.
Tutoring. What about you, Melvin?
I would be probably, I don't know if it would be tutoring or not, but I ain't really sure.
Okay, we'll come back to you. All right, what about you, Jason, what would your ideal job be? If you could just pick a job that you would love to do, what would that job be?
I guess teach people how I guess to work or whatever.
Okay. What about you, Amanda? What was your dream job be?
When I was growing up, my dream job was to be a motivational speaker.
Okay. Well, you are that already.
I feel it. I'm on the path.
You are motivating, you are understanding, you're kind, you have all the attributes of being a motivational speaker.
Oh.
That's true. Oh, that's very true. And if I had my choice at a dream job, you know what I would say?
Psychologist.
No. No. The job I'm doing now. I dreamed of having a job where I can share my experience and get paid for it. You know? Just to try to make a difference in people's world. That's my dream job. I don't have to make $1 million a year, that'd be nice. But I don't have to make $100,000 a year doing what I enjoy doing. It is for the love of what I do is the reason why I come back every day. And I look forward to coming back every day to do exactly what I'm doing now. So, that would be my dream job. It's the job I have now. So, I've actually fulfilled that part of this domain. Is having a job that you really enjoy, that you can grow from, that you can find great relationships in, one that I can focus on my strengths. So pretty much all these apply. And that's what the vocational domain is finding that balance of enjoyment in work and finding something that you want to do, not something you have to do just to pay the bills. That's part of this vocational domain. All right? We're going to go to exploring the world of work. If you're interested in going to work, there are many things you may want to consider. The most important is motivation. That is the most important part of going to work. I truly become motivated every time I walk through that door. Melvin.
Is it, what really motivates you more? Is it just the idea, the concept of the job, or the income?
I'm not making, like I say, I can't go to the yacht club on the salary that I make.
Let me answer that for you.
Yeah,
I think you do it because you know you get our attention.
I do.
You know you're good.
I'm good.
And I'm not trying to kiss your ass.
Oh, you don't have to.
But you're good. This is the second time I took the class.
Okay.
The voice, like he said, the voice just comes out.
Okay. I'm just loud, that's all. I'm just loud. Yes, Bob.
Parents, you do your job well.
Oh, well, it's easy to do a great job when you have people that want to be involved. That's what I say most about all of you, Bob. How involved you are. You can ask as many questions as you like. I totally appreciate that. Because it shows how involved you are. And I think that's a great thing. I wish all of you would ask question after question after question. Because it will show the level of interest that you have in the class. That's what pleases me. Is you guys' level of interest in this class. Even if you take it a second time.
That was close.
Yeah, you are. Just the fact that you did take it a second time shows that you were interested in this class, interested in learning these dimensions and applying these dimensions. I appreciate that most. Yes, Bob?
Like I said, becoming a school tutor, I don't think that would happen because other members of my family said you would have to go back to school for that.
Okay.
And the psychiatric illness I have is a severe form of fear anxiety.
Okay.
But part of that, what my psychologist told my parents, part of that's test anxiety.
Right.
Anxiety when quiz does the spill.
Yeah.
And when I started first seeing my first psychiatrist, Dr. Hawkins,
Okay.
he told my parents I'm also diagnosed with schizoaffective schizophrenia.
Gotcha.
So all that would prohibit it.
Ernest,
Okay,
we're
yeah.
getting time for goals, we're getting a little.
All right, it is time for goals. Okay, I just want to read one more thing. I said the most important part is motivation. Ask yourself these questions. Am I motivated to work? I am. I'm very motivated to work. This is my work. Of course, I'm not lifting. I'm not adding and subtracting. I'm doing what I enjoy doing, and that's sharing knowledge. What is the source of my motivation? I'm gonna say you guys. You guys are the source of my motivation. Coming here, spending this time with you guys is what motivates me most. Does my motivation come from within me and reflect my own desires and values? Or am I being encouraged or pressured by someone or something outside myself to get a job? I would have to answer that. It does reflect who I am. And it does come from within, the fact that I want to do a great job. So, having said that, we're going to go to goals.
We can't do them all today.
Okay, we can. We got 12 minutes, and we're going to get the goals. We're going to keep goals short because we have such a short period of time, but we're going to get these goals out. All right, you had a one-day goal last week that you should have accomplished. That one-day goal was
Talking to my son.
talking to your son. What came of that?
Because he needs me and he loves me.
Okay, now, what satisfaction did you get out of that?
My heart.
Your heart. That's good. I'm going to leave it at that because that just says it all. That just says it all. I love the relationship that you have with your son. Everybody, again, should have a relationship.
You know what he told me
What's that?
yesterday and the day before?
What?
Yeah, quit treating me like a kid.
Okay, well, like I said last week,
How old is he?
12.
like I said always,
Right age.
he's going to always be your baby, so
Those were the exact words I told him.
tell him to get over it. Okay, Bob?
I didn't fulfill it.
You didn't?
Aw.
Oh, Bob! Come on, Bob!
I was supposed to improve on motivation to get laundry done.
Right?
I usually do my job clothes laundry on Tuesday and regular clothes laundry on Wednesday, and I didn't get any of it done last night.
Why not?
I conked out in bed,
Okay.
and when I woke up, it was past 3 o'clock in the morning. I took my bedtime medicine.
Right.
This is off on that.
All right.
And when I slept, Dave Schumacher said he tried calling at 5 o'clock, and I didn't hear him call.
Okay.
So if I did, I could have gotten on the Metro Route 77.
Okay.
That takes from where we live at,
Okay.
out to here, and be out here by 5 after 9.
Okay.
So
All right.
when I woke up, it was going on 9 o'clock. He
All
said,
right.
he said, he was gonna be at his job till 10.
Okay.
So I didn't go over here and sign in until 10:45.
All right. That's cool. What about you, Melvin?
Oh, well, I'm just lining up things like, because I kept hearing them, they keep throwing emphasis like, that summer's just about gone.
It's about gone.
Fall is getting ready to pull in. Like,
Yeah.
Any week away.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying, well, let me go ahead and take care of all the things I gotta take care of first. Well, it's my car, I'll make sure I got some antifreeze in it,
Mm-hmm.
fresh oil,
Right.
new oil, and then get everything else that's important taken care of first.
Okay. Maintenance on your car was your goal.
Yeah.
And you accomplished that goal.
Well, I got a witch name in the back of my car, but I didn't drive today, because I don't
Okay.
drive today.
All right.
But I got a new steering wheel cap, I gotta put all that on there.
Okay. What about you, Jason?
Me,
Yes.
I'm cleaning my apartment more often and then
Okay.
I guess taking more better care of my cat, because I don't know if I might take it to the vet or what, because he keeps on throwing up.
Oh, okay. Maybe just sick. Maybe you'll grow out of that. Okay, Amanda, what was your one-day goal?
last week was to pay my rent.
You paid your rent.
I paid my rent.
You are not kicked out on the streets.
Not on the street.
All right, I'm happy for you. All right, okay. My 1 day goal last week was to,
Play tennis. Water?
no, make a new friend. And I did exactly that. I introduced myself to someone, had a conversation, and it was enjoyable. So I came out of my comfort zone, and I became a little bit more social. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to introduce myself to people. I'm going to get a bunch of friends again, because I kind of let my friends go when I went through my mental illness. Kind of cut everybody loose because I isolated. That's another one of my triggers. Isolation. It's time for me to make some more friends. I got great friends. The ones that I do have are great friends, but I can stand to make a few more friends. I don't think they'll be too jealous if I share my love with someone else.
Oh, Ernest.
Okay? I just have to share my love with everybody. That's all. Okay, 1 week goal. Everybody give me a 1 week goal that's obtainable and we're going to complete.
My 1 week goal that I already completed last week was to go to one of my son's football games.
Okay? Oh, that's great.
I asked the doctor.
Yeah.
She turned me down.
Oh!
We can't go to school functions.
Okay.
So,
Oh. Well,
kinda hurt,
I know that's difficult.
yeah.
But
Especially when he's on me and telling me, come on, Dad, you gotta go.
I want you to see one of his games. Live and personal so you can make a fool of yourself in the stand.
Yeah.
That's my boy! Okay? All right. So, I know that hurts, but that's something you tried to do.
Yeah.
So you have to give yourself credit for that.
Yeah.
But now you gotta give me a goal, something you're going to accomplish this week.
Go to all my classes
Mm-hmm.
and,
You've been doing that. You've been doing that great. So I definitely give you props for you making all your classes and the participation that you put in your class. So, Bob, give me a weekly goal that you are going to accomplish. If I have to come over there and help you do laundry, I will get in my car and come to your house and help you do laundry. Okay, give me a goal that you're going to complete over the next week.
Well, that could get better. And
Okay,
everything else would fall into place.
right?
If I time my medicine better.
Okay.
Take it more on time, then everything else would fall into place.
Why do you not take your medication on
That's
time?
irresponsibility or laziness.
You have to be responsible when it comes to your recovery.
Right.
That's part of your recovery. And that's part of the discipline that we talk about that we need in order for us to
Take medicine on time.
take your medicine on time. Not procrastinating. Sticking to a goal that we make. Even if it's the worst thing in the world at the time and you just don't feel like doing it. Sticking to that goal is the discipline that we need in order for us to deal with this.
And also motivation.
And motivation, absolutely. Melvin!
Polish up on some of my values and priorities.
Okay, your priorities.
Yeah, because they're going up on my rent next month. So
Are they?
Make sure that I got everything, but it's no problem to me. It's
Okay.
not going up nothing but $6, I think.
Okay.
It's more dollars, but it'll be all right.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say another $600. I was gonna say, it's time to move. Over $6, I can handle it. I give you $6 a month, so don't worry about it.
No, because what's name takes care of the rest of my rent.
Okay,
Metropolitan.
okay, absolutely. So, and that's a domain, good living situation.
My priorities and values in order.
Okay.
I'll polish up on them, so I'll be ready for it.
Okay. Jason, give me a 1 week goal that's obtainable for you that you can accomplish within 1 week. Something, not something too hard, not trying to lose 50 pounds in 1 week. You know, that's unrealistic, but something you can do.
Just go downtown, walk around.
Okay. All right. Is that for wellness, health, recreation and leisure? Is that for what? I mean, give me something for your living situation, for your wellness. How about we walk around just to get some exercise, or just to clear our head, or just to meditate? We use walking as meditation. So there's all kind of reasons for us to do what we do. We just have to know exactly what domain is fulfilled when we do these things for recovery. We have to be able to see the domain that these activities that we do fall under. So that's what I challenge you to do, is to look at these domains and find out what your goal is, and what does that goal mean to the domain that you're trying to satisfy. So, okay, what's your 1 week goal?
I'm gonna steal his from last week. I'm gonna say get my car's oil changed.
Okay.
And air in the tires.
Okay, all right, taking care of our car.
Yeah.
That's part of taking care of our responsibility. It's an asset that we want to keep. That's a great thing to do. Okay, my 1 week goal is I'm going to.
Go to Disney World.
I wish I could go to Disney World, because I'd be on a plane on my way. My 1 week goal is just, of course, recreation and leisure, me working out. I'm trying, like I say, I'm trying to get that 6-pack, which is my 6-month goal. But my 1 week goal is to meditate a little bit more, to focus on things a little bit more, to make some good decisions about what the future holds for me. So, remember that balance sheet we talked about last week, about doing a balance sheet on my life? I'm going to actually sit down, I'm going to list my strengths, I'm going to list my weaknesses, I'm going to list what I look forward to, what I hope to not forget, but go past, and I'm going to just take inventory of my life this week. And I'm going to make some decisions. Some of those decisions may be school, if I'm going back, when I'm going back, what I'm going to take. I'm going to make some decisions about my future. Again, physically, what I want to accomplish. Mentally, what I want to accomplish. My living situation is great. So, even that I can improve upon. So, that's what's going to be my weekly goal, is to take inventory of my life, provide me a balance sheet of my life, and go accordingly to what I come up with, the conclusions that I come up with. I do thank everybody for coming. Next week, have your goals. Your 1 day goal. I want you to come to me next week with a goal, that you 1 day goal that you came up with, and your weekly goal. So I'm going to task you to figure that out. Okay? So, next week, I'll see you. And with that, we're out. We're out.